Hello, so we are the Douboutin company and we will have a look on our strategy. So first we'll see what our strategy was as a whole, then we'll see our vision of strategy, then we will talk about the previous trends, then we will see what our competitive strategy was, and finally we will talk about the lesson that we've learned through the game. So to start, let's talk about our strategy as a whole. At the beginning of the game, our strategy was a differentiation strategy. We choose to have best quality products with high prices and a few models, but unfortunately this strategy did not go well and we had to change it and went for a global best cost strategy, that is to say high quality products of 8 stars and competitive prices compared to rivals, and numerous models. This strategy enabled us to gain market shares. Concerning our vision of strategy, for the earning per share, we wanted to maintain it between $7 and $10. For the return on equity, we want to maintain it around 20%. For the credit rating, we want to maintain it above A, and for the image rating, we want to maintain it above 90 to keep wide market shares. So let's have a look now on the previous trends. Concerning the total revenues, we can see on the graph that globally they kept increasing over the years, and on year 15, we have more than $450 of net revenues. For the earning per share, we can see that we have a high submit on year 13 with an earning per share around $10, but we can see that on the average our earning per share is around $6. For the return on equity, we also can notice that we have this summit on year 13 with a return on equity of 38%. But also on the average, we can see that our return on equity is around 20%. For the credit rating, we can see that from year 12 to year 15, it's above A-, and we want to maintain it above A for the next years. For the stock price, we can also notice that we have this submit on year 13 with a stock price of a little bit less than $200, but on the average it's around $100. Concerning the image rating, from year 12 to year 15, we had an image rating around 90, and we hope to maintain this level of image rating for the next years. Concerning the global market share, as you can see on the first graph, our global market share from year 12 to year 15 is around 15%. And on the second graph, we can see that we have the most market share on the wholesale market, and it's a very important market for us, where we make most of our sales compared to the private label market and the internet market. So let's now talk about our competitive strategy. So let's first have a look on the internet market. So the internet market was for us a very important market. There we had the same strategy as we explained before, so a global best cost strategy since year 12 with low prices compared to our competitors, and high quality product with numerous models. On year 15 we had the maximum of models available, that is to say 200. We have on the average about 20% of market share for each region. So on the internet, our strategy is very global. It's quite the same for all the countries. and on this market we have the highest margin, so it's an important channel for us, and it enabled us to make quite a lot of profit. Now, concerning the wholesale markets, our strategy was also a global best cost strategy with high quality products of 8 stars in all regions. So we kept this quite homogeneous strategy in all 4 regions. Also, over the years, we increased the numbers of models. We kept it higher than the average to keep our competitive advantage. So let's see now in details our strategy in all 4 regions. So first, for North America, we dropped the prices over the years, and we gradually reached 250 models available. For Europe and Africa, we have the highest cost per pair there, so we have the lowest margin. So this region was particularly complex for us. Concerning Asia and Pacific, we have also low prices there. We have the lowest prices in this region compared to America and Europe, and this strategy helped us to gain market shares. Our goal was to maintain these rates to saturate our means of production. For Latin America, it was also a tough region for us because we have low margin there, but we managed to increase our market share thanks to a drop in prices. So now let's have a look on the private label market. So we noticed that selling products in all regions increased the image rating. So we always made sure to have the minimum pairs available, that is to say 100 pairs available in all 4 regions. And we spread the rest of the production over the 2 regions where we have the best margin, that is to say North America and Asia. So concerning our production strategy, we maintain our market share. So our goal was just to satisfy demands at the most. So to do that, we decided to build a new factory in year 13. So this factory was implemented in Europe to cope with the growing demand, and also to lower the cost of the pairs that we sold in this region. And this new factory enabled us to produce 2 million more pairs per year. The same year we also bought capacity in Asia for 900,000 additional pairs. So let's have a look now on our financial strategy. So the first point was that we chose not to pay dividends because we wanted to have a policy of investment. So we decided that it was better to invest our treasury in new projects, such as the new plants or the investment in the new capacities in Asia. We also bought back our company's shares to boost the earning per share. And finally, we borrowed money through loan, mainly to cover our investment. So let's now have a look on the lesson that we've learned through this game. So first of all, we've learned how to establish and implement a strategy. We noticed that it was very complex to implement a strategy for a company. And we also learned that it was really important to always have a step back on what we did and always question our strategy and really kept in mind that our strategy there were always places for improvement. The second lesson that we learned was that a leader must know his market very well. So we really had, before his strategy, We had to analyze the market, what our competitors were doing, but also to anticipate the changes, the evolution of demand, and the changes in our competitors' strategies. And finally, as an entrepreneur, it's really important not to stop evolving. It's really important to be aware that the market is evolving quite fast and that the competitors can change strategy at any point. Thank you very much for listening, and it was a great pleasure to participate in this game.